This evening, RASTAS continue to protest over decriminalization. LETHEM grows with the addition of 2 housing schemes. PPP Member of Parliament lends support to petitioning RASTAS. In the region, prison wardens in Trinidad threaten to walk off job after recent murder of one of their own. And internationally, protests erupts in India after women attempt to enter men's-only temple.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Bramwell Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Thursday, October 18th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. This morning, the Court of Appeals dismissed PPP Executive Secretary Zulfikar Mustafa's case challenging the unilateral appointment of retired Justice James Patterson as Guyana's Elections Commission Chairman. The PPP was seeking to have the court reverse the High Court ruling which upheld Justice Patterson's unilateral appointment. The PPP had argued that the retired judge was unqualified for the post. However, the acting Chief Justice has stated that there was nothing before the court to support a finding that the President had acted unlawfully or irrationally in resorting to the proviso to Article 161(2), and there is nothing to rebut the resumption that Justice Patterson is qualified to be appointed to the post of Chairman of JCOM. Today, the members of the Rasta community in Guyana protested in front of Parliament. The group is continuing their call for decriminalization of marijuana. Wendell Jeffrey was there and he filed this report.
Today, just beyond the barricades outside the Parliament, a strong smell of marijuana wafted on the air as members of the Rastafarian community gathered in the traditional regalia with drums and placards to petition parliamentarians to free up the ganja.
For now, we are asking at least 2 ounces of marijuana, 7 plants, because they have a lot of synthetic marijuana out there, and we need organic marijuana to use.
Ras Simeon, leader of the Rastafarian Council, said that Rastas in Guyana just want what is afforded to their brethren in Jamaica.
In our CARICOM country, our sister CARICOM country, Jamaica, marijuana is given to the Rastafari community for the religious practice, the religious rights to the marijuana. So in Jamaica, Guyana have to follow suit.
Ras Leon Saul, the leader of Healing the Nation Theocracy Party, said that they have come to Parliament today to hold President Granger to his word.
And also to hold the President to his word. He gave a word at the last press conference he had in August that when the new parliamentary session opens up, it will be addressed in Parliament. So we've come here to ensure that we hold the government to their word, because for so long, for 3 years, they've been hedging, hawing and slipping and sliding.
One of the Rasta brethren said that he does not understand why they, as religious persons, should be jailed for practicing their religious rights.
We don't understand the phase that the President used. Small amount, no custodian community service. Why must do community service for my sacrament? Does the Pope or the Catholic Church do community service for the sacrament?
So nothing less than decriminalization would satisfy the
right. For now. But in the future, we're looking total legalization.
Legalize it, realize it, stop brutalize it, everyone should utilize it. Herbs.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Police are investigating the murder of a 20-year-old minor of Zealot East Bank Essequibo, which occurred around 20 hours last night. According to the police, Daniel George and a 35-year-old minor of Tushen East Bank Essequibo were drinking alcohol at a shop at Barcad Landing, Rupununi River, when an argument erupted over cigarettes. The 35-year-old fatally stabbed George to his abdomen and his right eye with a knife. The suspect was arrested and is in police custody assisting with the investigation. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, LETHEM adds 2 new housing schemes, and PPP Member of Parliament supports decriminalization. But first, here is today's foreign currency exchange rate.
For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Styles. Simply different.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
Looking for clothing, footwear and undergarments for the family with great quality and affordable prices? Then visit American Home and Beauty Center. 722 Robin Wellington Street, Georgetown, opposite CNS Channel 6. Come and shop in our spacious and comfortable environment with great customer service. American Home and Beauty Center is your one-stop shop. Telephone 226-1497. Opening hours Monday through Saturday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Close on Fridays between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sides. Wasted days, spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry, or I could use. They always end up in the bin, or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. Get just one reusable bag. Now, whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier, and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Disclosing your HIV status is important. Having the other person know their status is just as important as knowing yours. Partner testing puts everyone in the know and can be life-saving. Professionals can help you with disclosure. Encourage your partners to test and disclose. Be confident about your future. A message from USAID, PEPFAR, Advancing Partners and Communities Guyana, NAPS, and the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. PPP parliamentarian Harry Gill comes out in support of decriminalization of marijuana. Here is Wendell Jeffrey with more.
It's not being discussed because they're taking it off the order paper. This thing has been dragging out now for a long, long time.
What is the acceptable limit according to PPP?
Well, we have not made a decision on the acceptable. Well, I'm talking about small amounts, like 1 or 2 joints.
Today, PPP parliamentarian Harry Gill joined the Rastafarians on the picket line and sought to express the PPP's position on the marijuana situation. The Rastas are agitating for the decriminalization of some quantities of marijuana. Gill lent some support to the idea.
There's no way that people smoking a joint should go to jail. You understand? There's no nowhere that should happen in Guyana.
The Canadian-born politician said that legal penalties should only apply if persons are trafficking or selling the marijuana to children.
This is different from if you're peddling it, right? And you're selling it and so on to school children, and so it's different. I would not support that.
Gill said that the PPP has an official position on the matter.
It is the PPP's official policy that somebody caught with one joint or two for their own personal use, they shouldn't have to go to jail for that. Somebody caught with a joint of marijuana should not have to go to jail.
Gill also said that the coalition government does not seem to want to deal with this issue.
This is something that was brought to this house for about a year, since last year. And it's being put on the back burner, which means that according to the government, it is not important to them. And we feel that we could have a decision in one day, one sitting. We could have a decision and put this behind us.
What it is the PPP is asking? Decriminalization, legalization. What is the PPP asking?
We are not legalizing marijuana. We are not decriminalizing marijuana. We are saying that if you're caught with a joint or two for personal use, because marijuana has medicinal purposes as well. But if you're caught with one joint also, you should not have to go to jail.
Pressed by Channel 2 Headline News on PPP's position on the amount of marijuana that should be decriminalized, Harry Gill said this.
I'm just trying to find out what it is that PPP is prepared to vote on.
Well, when the government brings it up in Parliament, we will deliberate it and debate it, and you will be there to hear.
But the PPP is not willing to enter something on behalf of the Rastas. Are you not prepared to propose something?
Yes, we're proposing that should be no jail sentence for somebody get caught with one or two joints of marijuana.
So PPP is asking for a decriminalization of marijuana?
Small amounts, very minuscule amounts of marijuana.
But you can't say how much?
No.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. LETHEM is currently celebrating its second anniversary town week, and on Sunday, the municipality just became a little larger following the official handover of 2 housing schemes. Here is George Gonzalez with more.
In 2010, the Central Housing and Planning Authority took responsibility for the management and maintenance of Tabatinga and Culvert City housing schemes in Upper Takutu, Upper Essequibo, Region 9. However, on Sunday, the Housing Authority handed the developments over to the LETHEM municipality, thus regularizing them and authorizing the Town Council to oversee further development to the schemes. According to the CEO of the CHNPA, Leland Saul, the government has spent over $355 million to develop and maintain the areas. That development included the construction of roads, drains, a well, and water, as well as electrical distribution networks. Saul encouraged the Town Council to increase development in these communities as well.
Expected that you will exercise total control over these areas and monitor all development activities within the township. I urge you to discourage unauthorized development and squatting. This is your town to develop and protect. As we seek to provide housing for the most vulnerable in our society, I ask of the municipality to explore the possibility of providing affordable housing solutions to low-income families.
In Tabatinga, the CHNPA constructed 15 core houses and a community recreational facility for residents earlier this year. Nonetheless, they will make several upgrades to the roads and reinforced concrete drains. Lethem's mayor, Kerry Jarvis, said this handover will eliminate the red tape that previously prevented the town council from conducting much-needed works in the schemes. For Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. During the same visit to LETHEM, Chief Executive Officer of the Central Housing and Planning Authority, Leland Saul, also announced the beginning of a $400 million housing campaign focused on remote areas in Region 9. According to Saul, over 200 families will receive homes that will be built at a cost of $2 million each. At least fully subsidized houses have been constructed thus far. Don't go away. After the break, Trinidadian prison wardens threatens to resign, and protest erupts in India after women attempt to enter men's-only temple. But first, here is this week's Bridge Retraction schedule.
Disclosing your HIV status is important. Having the other person know their status is just as important as knowing yours. Partner testing puts everyone in the know and can be life-saving. Professionals can help you with disclosure. Encourage your partners to test and disclose. Be confident about your future. A message from USAID, PEPFAR, Advancing Partners and Communities Guyana, NAPS, and the Ministry of Public Health.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to size. Waste a day and spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your.
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. Come on! 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking, boil and fry. Meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
For all your beauty and hair care products, look no further. Visit American Home and Beauty Center, 72 Rob and Wellington Streets, Georgetown, opposite CNS Channel 6. We have in stock a wide variety of brand name beauty products, cosmetics, perfume sets, hair extensions, hair accessories, costume jewelry, and much more. Come and shop in a spacious and comfortable environment with affordable prices and great customer service. American Home and Beauty Center is your one-stop shop. Telephone 226-1497. Opening hours Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Close on Friday between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Simply different.
Welcome back. George Gonzalez brings us the regional and international headlines of the day.
In news from the region, President of the Prison Officers Association, Ciaran Richards, held a press conference with a group of visibly upset POA membership following the assassination of prison officer Darren Francis on Wednesday morning. The prison officers could not contain their frustration as they shouted that there were 5 prison officers killed in just a year, with 2 killed 2 weeks apart. The POA president said prison officers will no longer be targeted by criminal elements as they intend to submit their resignations.
So this prison service has reached the stage, the situation is untenable. Officers in the rank and file, I am telling you all officers, the state do not care about us. So all the rhetoric about... Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Other officers were shot at today. Right? So, robbing a cigarette truck in Trinidad and Tobago is carrying more blasted weight than the killings of prison officers. That is what is happening. That is what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago.
Richards further said criminal elements are the ones in charge behind those walls. He said the POA has requested numerous measures to help officers protect themselves and their families, but to no avail. The National Security Minister, Stuart Young, said he will be meeting with prison officers next Tuesday to address their concerns. The recent prison officer killed was Darren Francis. Francis was killed near his home at Indian Walk, Princestown, around 4 a.m. on Wednesday. Police in Trinidad and Tobago are also investigating threats circulated via social media that more officers would be killed if prisoners' cell phones were taken away and if phones which had been seized in a recent raid are not returned. President Donald Trump has threatened to cut financial aid to Honduras over a large group of migrants heading towards the U.S. border. In a tweet posted on Tuesday, Trump said the country's president was told funds would be cut immediately if the group was not stopped and returned. The U.S. president also warned Honduras's neighbors, Guatemala and El Salvador, that their governments could face their funds being cut if they allowed the migrants to pass through their countries on the way north. Honduras has a long history of poverty and corruption. It also has one of the highest murder rates in the world. About 160 people originally set off on Friday from San Pedro Sula, a notorious Honduran crime hotspot. The group grew rapidly in size to over 1,500 migrants over the weekend. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the Honduras Foreign Ministry urged its citizens against joining the caravan, dismissing it as a political ploy to disrupt the governability, stability, and peace of our countries. Now in international news. Crowds of angry Hindu devotees have prevented women from entering one of Hinduism's holiest temples despite a historic Supreme Court ruling. Crowds of agitated protesters in Kerala attacked female devotees, many of whom turned back as a result. Several people, including an old woman, were injured as crowds threw stones at vehicles and attacked police officers. The Sabarimala temple has been historically closed to women of menstruating age. Hinduism regards menstruating women as unclean and bars them from participating in religious rituals. But while most Hindu temples allow women to enter as long as they are not menstruating, the Sabarimala temple was unusual in that it was one of the few that do not allow women in a broad age group to enter at all. This was overturned by the Supreme Court last month, with judges observing that, quote, the right to practice religion is available to both men and women. The temple did open its doors as directed by the court ruling. However, not a single woman was able to enter because of the protesters. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. Now here's your 3-day weather forecast. that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Friday evening at 6 for more news. For now, I am Baby Baka signing out from your newscasting. Thank you for staying tuned and do have a blessed evening.